Obedience in silence always triggers divine attention. This is a principle many overlook because the world measures success by visibility, by applause, by recognition. Yet the spiritual realm operates differently. What you do when nobody is watching is often more important than what you do when the world is looking. The quiet choices you make, the decisions made in private, the moments when you resist temptation or choose integrity over convenience, these are the moments that draw divine notice. It may feel like nothing is happening. You may wonder if your patience, your restraint, or your faithfulness is in vain. But understand this clearly. Heaven is always recording, always observing, always acknowledging. The small acts of obedience, even when unseen by human eyes, carry weight in the spiritual realm. They shape your destiny. They prepare your spirit for what is coming next. This is not about pride or self-importance. It is about alignment. Your obedience, even when silent, aligns your life with the timing and purpose of something far greater than you can currently perceive. When you choose obedience in silence, you are demonstrating trust. Trust that there is a higher plan. Trust that your actions have significance. Trust that patience will yield results. It is in these private acts that your character is tested and refined. Think about the moments when you had to wait, when you had to resist speaking out, when you had to choose the harder right over the easier wrong. Those moments were not random. They were forming a foundation for your breakthrough. Heaven notices not just the big public victories, but the consistent faithfulness in the everyday choices. Your willingness to follow instructions, to honor commitments, to maintain integrity even when it is inconvenient, signals readiness. Readiness for responsibility, readiness for elevation, readiness for the season that is about to open. You are demonstrating that you can handle more because you have proven that you can handle the small. The unseen rewards of obedience in silence are often delayed, which can be frustrating. You may feel like you are giving and giving without receiving. You may feel invisible, unnoticed, or undervalued. But delayed recognition is not denial. It is preparation. It is the process of spiritual alignment. Heaven allows the refinement process because it ensures that when your breakthrough comes, you are fully prepared to receive it. The breakthrough will be more impactful because it is not rushed, and it will last because it is based on solid character. Each moment of silent obedience is a deposit into your spiritual account, a seed planted that will one day bear fruit. You are not working in vain. Your faithfulness, your discipline, your ability to remain steadfast even in the shadows is being recorded. Heaven is attentive to these acts, and what you sow in silence, you will one day reap in abundance. Obedience in silence is also a declaration of identity. It says that you are not swayed by immediate gratification or public approval. It declares that your allegiance is first to purpose, not popularity. When you act with integrity in private, you signal to the spiritual realm that you are ready for advancement. Your silent obedience sets into motion a chain of events that will bring about recognition, opportunity, and elevation. The breakthrough may not happen on your timetable, but it is coming because your faithfulness has created a spiritual momentum. The choices you make today, though unseen, will define the trajectory of your tomorrow. You are being observed, and your silent obedience is what will confirm that you are indeed ready for the next chapter of your life. Small, faithful actions unlock major spiritual shifts. Many people underestimate the power of the little things. They look for grand gestures, dramatic moments, or monumental decisions to signal progress. Yet the universe operates on principles that often reward consistency over spectacle. Every choice you make that aligns with integrity, patience, and perseverance is a spiritual seed. When you faithfully follow through on small commitments, honor the responsibilities that others overlook, and act with diligence even when the outcome is uncertain, you are building momentum in the unseen realm. These actions may seem insignificant in the moment, but their impact compounds over time. The spiritual world responds to faithfulness. It is attuned to your consistency, your dedication, and your willingness to act rightly when no one is observing. Each small step of obedience, humility, and purpose is recorded, noticed, and positioned to trigger shifts that will change the course of your life. What may feel like repetition or monotony is actually preparation, and your steady faithfulness is the mechanism that opens doors beyond your imagination. The beauty of small faithful actions is that they demonstrate readiness for larger responsibilities. When you handle minor tasks with excellence, you show that you can handle more significant opportunities. The principle is simple. What you can manage consistently in private, you can manage in public. Spiritual shifts often arrive in stages, and the foundation for great breakthroughs is laid through consistent, seemingly minor efforts. For example, choosing patience instead of anger, generosity instead of selfishness, or persistence instead of giving up are all small but meaningful actions. Each of these choices signals to the spiritual realm that you are cultivating the qualities necessary for advancement. The breakthrough you desire is not merely about talent, luck, or timing. It is about your faithfulness in the small things. The shifts may not be visible immediately, but rest assured, the unseen realm is responding. Doors are being aligned, opportunities are being prepared, and circumstances are being orchestrated to coincide with your readiness. Small, faithful actions also build character. When you consistently choose the right path in moments of obscurity, your spirit grows stronger, more resilient, and more disciplined. This growth is crucial because breakthroughs are not just about receiving, they are about sustaining. The spiritual realm does not reward impulsive readiness or superficial effort. It responds to depth, consistency, and integrity. By committing to small acts of faithfulness, you are cultivating the qualities required to navigate the challenges that often accompany elevation. These actions, though subtle, are transformative. They mold your character, sharpen your discernment, and position you to handle the responsibilities and privileges that will soon be entrusted to you. The next time you feel unnoticed, remember that your small, faithful actions are never wasted. They are the foundation of your spiritual breakthrough, and they will bear fruit in ways that exceed your expectations. Faithfulness in small things is a signal of divine alignment. Each act, no matter how minor it seems, is a step toward your destiny. Heaven does not overlook diligence, discipline, or integrity. Your steady commitment in the ordinary moments is exactly what sets extraordinary things in motion. The spiritual shifts you are awaiting are already responding to your small, faithful actions. Trust the process. Continue acting rightly, even when no one applauds. Each choice is creating momentum. Each step of faithfulness is drawing you closer to your breakthrough. What you do today, consistently and faithfully, will define the magnitude of your tomorrow. Your season of spiritual elevation is quietly unfolding, and it begins with the small, faithful actions you commit to right now. Your character is observed before your success is revealed. In life, many chase opportunities, titles, and recognition. But what truly precedes a breakthrough is the development of your character. The spiritual realm does not prioritize what you can achieve in skill or intelligence alone. It prioritizes who you are becoming in integrity, patience, and humility. Every challenge you face, every temptation you resist, and every decision to do what is right over what is easy shapes your character. These moments may seem insignificant or even discouraging, but they are the testing ground for your elevation. Your actions, when no one is watching, define your readiness for responsibility and reward. The breakthrough you are waiting for will not simply appear because you desire it. It will arrive because your spirit is prepared to steward the blessing responsibly. Your discipline, honesty, and perseverance are creating a spiritual record that heaven recognizes. Success without character is fleeting, but when character aligns with opportunity, the breakthrough is sustainable and transformative. This is why the unseen cultivation of your spirit matters more than any outward appearance of progress. Character formation is often tested in isolation. You may feel alone in your struggle, misunderstood or underappreciated. These moments are not setbacks. They are deliberate seasons designed to refine you. Each act of patience, humility, and courage strengthens the foundation of your future success. When you maintain integrity in private, you signal to the spiritual realm that you can handle influence, responsibility, and the visibility that comes with elevation. This is why many breakthroughs appear delayed. Delay is not denial, it is preparation. The unseen tests of character ensure that when your moment comes, you are fully equipped to handle the responsibility that accompanies success. You are being molded, not measured by the opinions of others, but by the values you uphold and the strength of your spirit in moments of adversity. The quiet cultivation of character is what allows your breakthrough to be both impactful and enduring. Every act that strengthens your character is a spiritual deposit into your future. Choosing honesty when deception would benefit you, choosing patience when frustration tempts you, choosing kindness when bitterness is easier, these are the acts that signal readiness. The spiritual realm responds to consistency, integrity, and faithfulness. Each challenge you endure is an opportunity to fortify your character, ensuring that your breakthrough is not only imminent but sustainable. Your growth in character is the precursor to your success. Heaven prioritizes character because it safeguards your breakthrough from collapse, ensures you walk into your new season with wisdom, and aligns you with the purpose behind your elevation. Your breakthrough is approaching, but it will be guided by the strength of your character. It is not just about opportunity, it is about responsibility. Every decision you make in alignment with integrity and purpose is preparing you for the moment when heaven releases favor. Character is the foundation that sustains breakthrough. Without it, success can be temporary or misdirected. With it, your elevation becomes a testament to the faithfulness of your spirit. The tests you face today are refining you, preparing you to handle the glory and the responsibility of what is coming. Trust the process. Remain steadfast. Your character is being observed, and it is the very thing that will open the doors to your breakthrough. Your recent sacrifices have positioned you for elevation. Life often asks us to give more than we feel capable of giving, to endure longer than we thought we could endure, and to remain faithful even when the world offers no recognition. These sacrifices, whether of time, comfort, resources, or personal ambition, are not wasted. Every choice to prioritize integrity over convenience, patience over frustration, and faith over fear is a spiritual investment. The unseen realm takes notice of what you have surrendered in obedience to your purpose. It is easy to overlook the significance of small sacrifices, but they accumulate to create momentum for your breakthrough. What may have felt like loss, struggle, or delay is actually the preparation needed for elevation. You have been tested, and you have chosen perseverance. You have chosen alignment with your higher purpose, even when it required discomfort. These decisions are not unnoticed. Heaven records every faithful step, and your recent sacrifices are the very foundation upon which your breakthrough will be built. Sacrifice also refines your spirit. When you give without expecting immediate reward, when you stay the course despite misunderstanding or opposition, you develop resilience and strength. This resilience prepares you for the responsibility that comes with elevation. Breakthroughs are rarely delivered to unprepared hearts. The spiritual realm often waits until you have demonstrated the capacity to steward new opportunities before releasing them. Your recent acts of sacrifice signal readiness. They show that you are not motivated by recognition, convenience, or applause, but by purpose and alignment. This is why elevation often follows struggle. What you endured privately is what positions you publicly. Your breakthrough will reflect the faithfulness of your recent sacrifices. It will be proportionate not to the size of the world's applause, but to the consistency, humility, and trustfulness you have exhibited in your journey. Understanding the role of sacrifice requires patience. Often, the full impact of what you have given does not reveal itself immediately. You may feel invisible or unappreciated. You may question whether your endurance has meaning. Yet the breakthrough you anticipate is already in motion. Your sacrifices have shifted spiritual timelines, opened doors in ways you cannot yet see, and prepared you to receive what you previously could not hold. Each moment of endurance, each choice to surrender comfort for principle, has positioned you for elevation. Heaven responds to alignment, and your recent sacrifices are evidence of that alignment. The process may have been quiet, but it has been effective. The breakthrough you are approaching will confirm the value of your sacrifices. It will validate every moment of patience, every act of faith, every decision to stay true to your purpose. You will look back and realize that what felt like hardship was actually preparation. Your breakthrough will arrive because you have demonstrated that you are ready for the responsibility, opportunity, and elevation that follow faithful sacrifice. Stand firm, remain grateful, and continue walking in alignment. Your recent sacrifices have positioned you for the season of advancement that is now approaching. Delayed recognition is not denial, but preparation. Many people misinterpret the waiting period before a breakthrough as rejection or failure. When you give your best, remain faithful, and act with integrity, yet the results do not appear immediately, it is easy to grow frustrated or doubt your efforts. However, the delay is often a necessary part of the process. It is a time when the spiritual realm aligns circumstances, refines your character, and prepares you for the responsibility that comes with your breakthrough. The waiting period is not punishment, it is preparation. Every lesson learned, every moment of patience exercised, and every challenge endured quietly contributes to your readiness. The unseen realm is orchestrating details that are beyond human perception. Opportunities, people, and resources are being positioned strategically to intersect with your life at the perfect moment. What may feel like inactivity is actually a season of intense preparation. Your faithfulness during this delay proves your commitment, builds resilience, and ensures that when recognition finally comes, you are fully equipped to handle it without compromise or distraction. Delays also teach discernment and timing. When recognition is postponed, you are given space to understand what is truly important and what aligns with your purpose. Immediate acknowledgement can sometimes be misleading, drawing you toward shallow success or temporary satisfaction. The waiting period allows clarity to emerge. It gives you time to cultivate wisdom, to observe your environment, and to make choices that will sustain long-term progress. Your response to delayed recognition reflects your character and maturity. It is during this period that you demonstrate patience, faith, and resilience. Heaven rewards consistency, not impatience. The breakthrough you are waiting for will arrive, but it will arrive in a way that confirms your readiness, in a timing that aligns perfectly with your life's purpose, and in a manner that magnifies your impact. What feels like a delay is actually a deliberate act of preparation designed to ensure that your recognition and elevation are both lasting and meaningful. During times of delayed recognition, it is crucial to remain steadfast in your efforts. Continue to act with integrity, continue to pursue your purpose, and continue to invest in growth, even if it seems that no one is noticing. Every unseen act of diligence, every moment of patience, and every decision to do right contributes to the momentum that will eventually bring about your breakthrough. The spiritual realm records these actions, and your commitment does not go unnoticed. The waiting period is not evidence of rejection, but proof of refinement. It is the time when your readiness is being confirmed, your character is being strengthened, and your destiny is being prepared. When recognition finally arrives, it will reflect not just your efforts, but your faithfulness during the time when no one was watching. Delayed recognition is therefore an essential part of the journey toward breakthrough. It allows your character to be tested, your faith to be strengthened, and your purpose to be clarified. Trust the process. Do not grow weary in the waiting. Your breakthrough is coming, and it will be sustainable, impactful, and perfectly aligned with the sacrifices, efforts, and faithfulness you have demonstrated during the delay. The delay is preparation, and your faithfulness ensures you are ready to step fully into your season of elevation. Spiritual breakthroughs often follow private battles. Many people look for dramatic victories or public acknowledgement, but the most significant growth happens in the hidden seasons of life. These are the moments when you wrestle with doubt, resist temptation, and persevere through trials without external validation. It is in these private battles that your strength, faith, and character are truly forged. The challenges may feel overwhelming and the isolation may seem unfair, but this is the refining process. The unseen realm is attentive to your struggle, measuring not your outward success, but your inward resilience. Each private battle you face and endure silently builds capacity within you for the breakthrough that is approaching. You may not see the impact immediately, but every act of faith, every choice to remain steadfast, and every step taken in obedience is being recorded. These private victories are laying the foundation for public manifestation. They are shaping your mind, heart, and spirit so that when the breakthrough arrives, you are fully equipped to receive it and steward it wisely. Private battles also cultivate humility and discernment. When you fight struggles unseen by others, you learn to rely on inner strength and divine guidance rather than human approval or recognition. You develop the ability to navigate life with patience, wisdom, and intentionality. These hidden victories teach lessons that public successes often cannot. They reveal who you truly are, what you value most, and how committed you are to your purpose. The spiritual realm responds to this growth, preparing doors, opportunities, and alignments that will soon intersect with your life. Your private battles are not punishments. They are essential steps toward your breakthrough. They ensure that when the moment of elevation arrives, it is supported by character, preparedness, and divine timing. Each silent victory is evidence that you can endure, persevere, and remain faithful, even without immediate reward or recognition. Enduring private battles strengthens your faith. Often, these periods test your patience and commitment, pushing you to rely on something greater than yourself. It is easy to become discouraged when your efforts seem invisible, but faith during unseen struggles is what triggers transformation. Every moment you resist quitting, every instance you remain true to your principles, and every decision to press forward despite uncertainty is preparing you for a shift. Your breakthrough will be more meaningful because it comes after growth, discipline, and inner refinement. The spiritual realm favors those who endure privately, understanding that public readiness is built in hidden preparation. These battles fortify your spirit, sharpen your insight, and ensure that the breakthrough you receive aligns with your purpose and capacity to steward it fully. Remember that the greatest victories are often preceded by the hardest private battles. Do not despise the hidden season. Embrace it, knowing that it is positioning you for elevation. Your struggles are not in vain. They are the proving ground for your breakthrough. Continue to persevere, remain faithful, and trust the process. The breakthrough you seek is approaching, and it will confirm the strength, patience, and resilience you have developed during your private battles. Your unseen victories are the seeds of your visible triumphs, and your steadfastness in these moments ensures that you are ready to receive your season of elevation. What you resisted protected your destiny. Life often presents situations, people, and choices that seem appealing in the moment but are ultimately misaligned with your purpose. The things you felt compelled to resist, the shortcuts, the distractions, the temptations, and even certain relationships were not obstacles but divine protection. Every time you said no to what would have compromised your integrity, delayed your growth, or misdirected your path, you were safeguarding the future that has been prepared for you. Resistance requires discipline and awareness. It is not always easy to discern what to reject, especially when the world pressures you toward convenience or compromise. Yet your discernment, your willingness to stand firm, and your ability to choose what aligns with your higher calling are what protect your destiny. These moments of resistance, though often uncomfortable, serve as gates that keep you aligned with purpose and shield you from outcomes that could derail your breakthrough. Resisting what is harmful or misaligned also strengthens your resolve. Every time you overcome temptation or decline the easier path, your capacity for endurance and wisdom grows. You learn to trust the guidance that comes from within and from the unseen realm, rather than relying solely on what is visible or popular. These acts of resistance teach you patience, focus, and clarity. They prepare you to recognize opportunities that are truly meant for you and to reject those that are not. The spiritual realm honors this kind of discipline because it demonstrates that you are capable of stewarding what is valuable. Your breakthrough will be given to someone who has proven able to maintain alignment and resist compromise. The things you said no to were not simply tests, they were measures of your readiness for elevation. Each resistance, each refusal to compromise is shaping the person who will receive and manage the blessings that lie ahead. Protection through resistance often goes unnoticed by others. People may see your refusals as stubbornness, your caution as hesitation, or your patience as inactivity. Yet these are the very acts that prepare you for lasting success. Every time you stood your ground and resisted what would have distracted or diminished you, you were being positioned for your next season. The breakthrough that is coming will reflect the wisdom and discernment you exercised when no one was watching. You were being refined to handle greater responsibilities, greater influence, and greater impact. Resistance builds character, reinforces integrity, and aligns you with the timing of your destiny. It ensures that what comes next will not overwhelm you, but will empower you to walk fully in purpose and authority. Understand that the things you resisted were never random. They were intentional safeguards for your destiny. Every moment of refusal, every act of discipline, and every decision to protect your path has created space for your breakthrough. Do not regret the things you had to resist. Instead, honor them, for they have kept you aligned and ready. Your breakthrough will confirm that your discernment, patience, and steadfastness were necessary. What you said no to has preserved what you were meant to say yes to. Trust that your alignment and resistance have prepared you for the fullness of your next season. Your destiny has been protected, and the breakthrough you are stepping into will be the reward of your steadfastness. The next season will reveal why the last one was necessary. Life is a journey of unfolding purpose, and often we struggle to understand why we face certain delays, hardships, or periods of waiting. It can feel like our efforts go unnoticed, or that our faithfulness is met with silence. Yet every season, no matter how challenging or uncomfortable, has a purpose in shaping the next chapter of our lives. The lessons, trials, and private struggles you experience now are all part of a divine preparation process. You may not understand it today, but your perseverance, discipline, and obedience are creating a foundation that will support the breakthrough that is coming. The next season is not just a continuation. It is a culmination of everything you have endured, learned, and committed to along the way. What seemed confusing or discouraging will suddenly make sense when you step into this new phase. You will look back and see that every closed door, every delayed answer, and every moment of challenge was necessary to prepare you for elevation. Preparation in the current season strengthens your readiness for what is ahead. It ensures that when the breakthrough arrives, you are capable of handling it responsibly and fully. Your patience, resilience, and steadfastness in the current moments are equipping you for opportunities that require maturity, wisdom, and clarity. This is why the waiting period is so important. It is not a pause in your journey, but a formative stage. It aligns your spirit, your decisions, and your purpose with the magnitude of what is coming. The next season will validate your faithfulness, revealing the strategic nature of the timing and challenges you have faced. Every trial you endured has refined your character, sharpened your insight, and increased your capacity to receive. The breakthrough will not just be a reward for your efforts. It will be a confirmation that your growth, patience, and faithfulness were necessary and significant. Often, the value of the last season becomes clear only when you enter the next one. The lessons you learned, the discipline you developed, and the faith you exercised create a perspective that cannot be gained in moments of comfort or ease. You will realize that the hardships were not obstacles but essential steps to strengthen your readiness. The next season will bring clarity, opportunity, and alignment that could not have been achieved without the experiences you endured. This understanding transforms struggle into purpose, delay into preparation, and endurance into strength. It teaches that life's timing is intentional and that every season, no matter how difficult, contributes to the fullness of your destiny. Trust the process, even when it feels uncertain. The next season is already in motion, orchestrated to bring the fruit of your patience and perseverance. Everything you faced, learned, and overcame in the last season will serve as a springboard into greater impact and elevation. Your current faithfulness is being rewarded, and the unseen work in your life will soon be revealed. The challenges you endured were necessary for the breakthrough that is now approaching. Your next season will illuminate why the last one mattered, confirming that every struggle, every delay, and every effort was part of preparing you for the fullness of your purpose and divine elevation.